Hey everybody, Monty Reed here as Hectoplasim playing Escape from Tarkov, and today I'll be working on the quest or task for Peacekeeper called Eagle Eye. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time on this map, so I'm going to jump in into Shoreline just as a hatchet run or hatchling first, just to try to get my bearings a little bit on the map. And the quest is done on Shoreline. I'm going for 1300, which is 147. And we'll just start out as a hatchling, see how it goes, and then my second round, depending on how well or how difficult it goes, I may continue as a hatchling or I may bring in some weapons. So in this quest, the idea is that the UN peacekeepers were doing some good stuff, but Peacekeeper wants to know the truth, and so he's hired us to go in and find these drones that were shot down and get the basically the memory cards. It's like the black box for the drone, but it's basically got video of the conflict that happened, and so Peacekeeper will use that to keep the peace or make some money or whatever Peacekeeper does. So I'm still not sure about him. Still learning as far as the game goes, but he's given us a map with the drone locations. We've got one drone location is a crash near the crane, and the other one is near the bunker. And I've seen the drone near the bunker with the tank that is right by the creek. I mean, it's not quite big enough to be a river, but it's basically a creek that has looks like water that goes to the power station. But if you're wondering, I'm looking over, I have 3 monitors. I have the main one that I'm playing, the monitor with the chat, and then the monitor with the map on it. And so I'm just looking over at the map. And there's a link in my description showing you the map that I use. Now that I said that, I better make sure it's in there. That is the map for Shoreline, but not the map for Eagle Eye. So let me put that in here. I'm going to add that right now. This is not a map I made, it's just one I found online. It's on Gamepedia, and there is the link. And I'm going to add this to the actual chat. It's in the description now, but now it's in the chat. And we're just waiting for the map. Now, going in as a hatchling is dangerous because you got no armor, you got no weapons other than the axe, but you got nothing to lose. And I really like using the hatchling attire for a relatively new map and new quest. I have been on this map a couple of times, and I'm familiar with the actual shoreline. So once I get to the water, I know where the tunnel is, I know where the crane is, and I've done pretty well there. But the other parts up in the hills, I have gotten lost, and I've gotten beat up pretty badly. I do have all my gear insured, so I shouldn't really have the gear fear. I have over 20 guns, so why be afraid, right? But I am experiencing gear fear, just like everybody else. So I figured I'd start out as a hatchling, and if I get my confidence up, then I will jump in with the AK and the 95 round drum. And I've also got some 45 rounders as well. On this map, I don't really know where I am. I think those are the cranes over there. So if I'm right about that, that means the drone should be up over this hill. And now I've got some serious lag. Now I can't remember how close. Hiding in the shadow here. Got cranes, radar tower, scout tower. Okay, yep. So, if I'm right, there's a scout tower over there. That on this map is called Scout Tower. So the drone should be crashed right over here. Unless I'm totally turned around. And I don't know on this, once you have the recorder, if you have to make it out alive. Okay. On the map, I don't quite know the scale yet because I have not spent much time over here. Now I've left the scout tower. Might be just too... I might have gone too far. Scout tower. Yeah, according to this map, I have gone too far. Yeah, according to this map, the drone should be right over there. So I ran right past it. Actually, no. That was actually a good search pattern because I went up the road. Now I just need to go away from the road a little further. And now... I heard some voices. That might have been the wind. It's funny. I don't know if you guys have played CSGO, but I see this and I'm like, oh, let's extract that. CSGO, you have all these herbs and stuff that you have to pick up. You ever had that happen where you're playing one game and you're pushing the wrong controls because you think you're, like, subconsciously you're playing a different game? Now I'm gonna try going on top of this rock, but that puts me in danger. I got no weapon. Someone could see me, especially from over there. There we go. Okay, we've got the crash UAV. So that orienteering has worked. Now it just made the click, so I don't know if that means I've already got it. Let's go over here and hide. We've got concealment, but no actual cover. So we go to task and see question items. Yeah. Find the site. Find the disk. Okay, so now I was looking at the panel. I just don't know exactly what I do here. Open door. Take. Now let's run out of here. Okay, so it's here, and in this you can't put it in your container. So I have an option to extract. Yeah, so it's in. I suspect that means that I need to live. So now, opposite corner or extract. What do you guys think? If you're watching, you want to send a message and tell me what you think I should do. Tunnel. Yeah. Wow. So tunnel is one corner. Pier boat. Rock passage. I don't know where the rock passage is. But at this point, I'm going to head for the other drone since I am far away from the tunnel anyway. And let's see. Now, which way? It'd be really nice if I could find some weapons. See, at this point, this is where it would be nice to have brought in the long gun. Again, this is really dangerous getting up here exposed. Trying to conserve my endurance, because basically I need to go uphill if I am going in the right direction. There's a tower up there. And according to this map, I don't know if you can see those antennas and stuff, but I basically need to go, that's the radio tower, so I should go just to the left of the radio tower. There's a chance of encountering targets there, but I want to avoid targets since I have no weapons. But I'm guessing that's the radio tower, and that means that big structure in the middle with the admin building. I don't know what that one is called. Has the helicopter and all that stuff. The drone's on the back side of that. So one option is to skirt around to the left. Now it looks like I'm way too close to the shoreline here. One nice thing about being a hatchling is most of the very experienced players will not shoot you down. They see you've got a hatchet, they know you're on a quest. It's not worth it for them, it's not even entertaining to destroy you. They typically are heading for well-armed targets, scavs, and they've got their own quests to worry about. But usually the gentlemen or ladies out there will not destroy a hatchling just for the fun of it. Alright, get to concealment here. And we're going to wait for the endurance to recover. Ah, see, that might be the wrong, yep. I was looking at the wrong radio tower, so I'm really close to the gas station. I need to hang a right. I see the power lines there. Yeah, I gotta cross the river. Yeah, I was kind of thinking of skirting the right side of the map, but I've messed that up now. Too far committed. There's often a lot of shooting in the middle of the map. So with this game, getting your endurance up, one of the best ways to do that is to do some running. Of course, one of the dangers right now is I have these weapons on board. There is that structure with the chopper, west wing, east wing, admin building, spa. It says spa, so is that the resort? Is the resort in the shoreline? If somebody knows, let me know. You know, that would make sense when they talk about the resort rooms. Of course, now we have the river. That's the gas station. There's usually scavs at the gas station. That can be very dangerous where I'm at here. I'm very much in danger of getting shot down right now. I'm going for concealment here. I'll rest. This would be nice if I had a rifle. Let's see, we're 14 minutes in. We have the first recorder. SAS disk. This is the thing that we've been looking for. Take a screenshot in case I die and lose it. Alright, so we know we're in the middle of the map. Basically the very middle right now. And so I'm going to try skirting around if I can get across this water. I really do not know the best way to... Clearly that's not it. If this was real life, I would easily be able to climb over this, climb that wall, and go. So that's, you know, one of my issues I have with this game, is that I cannot climb areas I normally could climb. And maybe a lot of players couldn't, but, you know, in this game we're all well-trained soldiers, if not elite soldiers. I mean, at the very least we're well-trained, so we should easily be able to climb up that. I'm just worried about getting in conflict here. Okay, that was dumb. Make noise. Not know if this is the way out, but that's the way I'm going to try to go. Hoping there's a hole in the fence. And I think that was the area on the map called the terminal. No, couldn't be the terminal. That might have been the power station, since I was so close. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the power station. Huh. Something's saying there's grenades over here. Should I stay on task? Yeah. Grenades are worth 9,000 to 10,000 rubles right now. This is August of 2019. This is my 5th week playing this game, so that looks like the spa up there. I'm going to ignore the spa. There's a lot of shooting, a lot of conflicts. I see a lot of very experienced players taking out other players there. I'm not seeing a way back. Wow. Alt F4. The game developers told me if it happened again to try Alt F4. I'm trying that. It's not happening. Tabbing out is not working. Alt F4. Come on, baby. No, I'm not trying to shut that down. I have lost connection with the game. Let's see if we can restart the game. Alright, and meantime, let me do a screenshot. Come on. Looks like Tarkov is trying to reload. Meantime, I'm going to save this as... Got to change this default to JPEGs. This is Eagle Eye. And we'll call this Eagle Eye 3. I'm going to leave that paint open. Come on, baby, you can do it. Tarkov coming back online. Now, Alt F4 did not work, guys. Now, is my streaming still working? Can you guys see? Let's, yeah, I can't tell if you guys can still see or not. I'm trying to open a new streaming window and see if you guys can see what's going on here. So for those of you who are just tuning in, Escape from Tarkov crashed, got connection, server lost. The developers had emailed and told me to try Alt F4 to reconnect. Didn't work. The game crashed and shut down. Usually when a game crashes, there's a crash report that you can send. It's saved in the Battlestick Games folder. And when you send in reporting a bug, you can attach that file, and then that helps them to fix the game. And so my guy, I'm hoping he's still laying down in that shadow. I got to concealment right before the game crashed. I was trying to figure out where I was. Pretty sure I just left the power station, past the grenades, and I was on the hill overlooking the construction site. And what I need to do now is make a 45-degree right turn and bypass the spa and find that drone number 1, which for me is my second drone. So I'll just make a note here. I'm just making a note, connection lost and the game crashed after I got the first SAS drive. Standing. There we go. Okay, escape from Tarkov. Reconnect. Come on, baby. So I'm not sure in the video what point that was. I don't have a counter. I think it was it 17 minutes? I'm just going to say about 16 minutes. Connection lost. Hopefully this will pop right in. So far we haven't encountered anybody, and so we're doing pretty good. Usually the reconnect works really well, and I don't know the status of my character. If you are online and you see, come across my character, is my character just standing there? Is he walking in a circle? I've seen other games online where the system crashes and the character's just walking in circles, or they're walking in place. So I don't know what other people see. I don't know if I'm protected while the game's crashed and we're reconnecting. I have no idea. So I am hoping that I'm still alive, and I'm hoping I still have that first drive, because we're more than halfway done. Because I got the first drive. I've traveled halfway between the first drone and the second drone. I just need to get to the next drone and then down to the tunnel and extract. When I edit this video, I can take the connection server lost part out. It'll be a lot shorter, because now we're waiting 7 minutes for reconnection. It says loading loot, so hopefully we'll be back in. And I'm just hoping and praying that I still have that drive. If I do lose my loot, I'm very happy that I went in as a hatchling, for sure. As I believe in the quest, part of it is you have to find the site, you find the drive, and then you have to turn it in. find the site, find the drive, hand over. So, all right, let's see what happened here. Ah, I still have the disk. Okay, all right. So I am in the same spot. I will avoid the spa. I'm going to try to maintain concealment down here in the shadows. Now that construction site is there, so I should be going straight up this hill now. It's interesting, I was looking at a post and there was somebody just totally ragging on the developers and the game, and I wonder, reading his criticism of the game, I wonder has he played the game or just watched videos? I suspect that he has played it and he's not happy because he's saying basically, realistic my hooey. Who do you guys think you are claiming this game is realistic? But it's clear from reading his comments that he hasn't done much coding, or he's done absolutely no coding at all. And I would guess that he's definitely not written any video games. I've done some basic coding in robotics. I mean, literally basic. Funny thing is, I built a powered exoskeleton that's now being used in hospitals, and published the technology, met with the general in charge of research, and handed over stuff for our soldiers. And the first 15 programs that controlled my powered exoskeleton was in BASIC. And then later I learned to program in C. And I'm not really a programmer at all. I mean, wow. I think someone's already been here. Yep. So that whoever was here might be close by. So just found some loot. So I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at. Double loot. Okay, yeah, I might have overshot, so that means I need to head back to find the drone. Okay, there's power lines. There's a wall. It's along the power lines. So if I'm at double loot, then I need to head back to the power lines and then turn left. So rather than be under the power lines exposed, I'm going to try to stay in the shadows and the shrubs here. Because again, I got no weapons. Rock passage. Oh wow. There's rock passage, and it's saying with a question mark, so that might be my extraction point. Just have to be careful because some people camp the exits, you know? It's funny, this concealment route hiking is so contrary to what I learned in Boy Scouts. So I grew up in Cub Scouts, Weeblos, Boy Scouts. It was always, you know, don't disturb the vegetation, leave the wilderness in better shape than when you found it. You know, we would basically remove any litter that was left behind by other campers, and try not to disturb any of the natural flora and fauna. And so it was very important in scouting that you not ever go off the path. Like if you saw, in fact, if you were hiking in the total wild wilderness, you would try to use only game trails or trails from other people. Okay, I've found the site. And on this one, crouch, open, take. Now, let's get to cover. But in the military, as soon as I got into special ops, we were trained to never, ever, ever take the normal path, because that's where the enemy will put booby traps and set up ambushes. I don't know, is this the rock passage? No, rock passage is worth water. And so, in this game, here I am running right through the bushes to maintain cover. And you see in the movies where these guys in the military have these big machetes and they're hatcheting, they're making these trails. But in the special ops, you don't use a machete to make a trail. You don't want to leave a trail. I mean, you basically gently move through the bushes. You want to carefully make sure you don't break any shrubs or branches or anything like that. But you use the concealment of the shrubs. So someone's already been through here and gotten all the loot. So now I just need to get out. I don't need any loot. I just need to survive. So in this game, I'm just sort of playing that game where I stay in concealment and cover. Crossing the bridge. Now that I've crossed the bridge, how do I get? I think rock passage is just follow this water up, right? Yeah, I've never used this exit before, but according to the map, looks like I just follow this. I don't see any smoke, but look at that. We made it. Wow. Eagle Eye quest completed, Hatchling style. It's funny, spell checker doesn't like hatchling. Hatchling. All right. So 33 minutes, and 7 minutes of that was reconnecting to the server. But we got both drives. And then we'll go right over to Peacekeeper and hand over these drives and see what our next assignment's going to be. So in our task, you have these items, and if you want to, you can actually transfer these to off-raid in case, you know, if you were going to jump right in and do something else. Go over to Peacekeeper, task. We got hand over SAS drive from first crash drone. Second drone. Eagle Eye finish, complete. And he's going to hand over to me 7,300 experience, which will bump me to level 25, and plus 0.07 Peacekeeper. Looks like $900, a Leopold scope, and an E-Clan scope. So now we go over here to accept, and I don't see it. Usually, after you complete, you get some stuff. Oh, maybe he gave it to me already. That's interesting. No. So I'm like 91 points away from going to level 25. Okay, so you have to click complete. And we'll accept the humanitarian supplies. Now we'll go down here and get our loot. Gotta make sure you got room for this stuff. So we've got this scope, and the $900 cash. We'll accept that. And let's take a look at the loot that we got for accomplishing this quest. So for this, we get this scope and this scope. And this is compatible with, I guess I'll make this a little smaller, MPX, M4, and AKs. And this one's also available for these. So this looks like a reflex sight, and I like this. I like this. So it'll be interesting to see how this works. No space. Okay, so no space. So there's no room for me to install. I guess I'm gonna check and get a weapon that's available. Add my dollars there. All right, so that was the Eagle Eye quest for Peacekeeper. And let me just go back here. And we'll just take just one more look at this. So we are able to finish that in a half hour, because this is 37 minutes, but 7 minutes was reconnecting to the server. There you go. I was able to do that as a hatchling. I recommend you guys give that a try. This is Monty Reed playing as Hectoplasim in Escape from Tarkov, and that was the Eagle Eye quest completed in a half hour as a hatchling. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.